Attention please. This upload is only for educational purpose. No intention to infringe copyrights. Learning English with subtitles. GPITRAL. GPITRAL. Definitely a must-see. Follow us.
The Living with the Dead team have been called in to investigate claims of menacing paranormal activity in Julie Sparks' 18th century family home in Langton Herring, Dorset.
It was the talk of the village that the manor house was always known to be haunted.
After an initial walk round, sensitive Johnny Fiore and exorcist Ian Lawman already believe they have sensed two separate entities at the property.
But I'm drawn to that particular photograph or that painting or something up there. I do feel a girl's energy though.
I feel like there's somebody just standing right outside the door.
There's also a strong male present there.
Julie and her family have left for the night, and the team are inside her house preparing for an overnight vigil. Ian, Johnny and Stephen begin their nocturnal investigation downstairs in the living room.
Okay, we're actually sat in what I would call a main room at the moment. The fire's going, so the crackling you can hear is actually the fire. It's very cold, but we're going to just stay in this room for a few moments just to see what sort of activity goes on outside this door. How do you feel at this moment in time?
A little bit apprehensive about the building, really. There's nothing unusual about any readings. The temperature's staying at around about 10 or 7.
Okay, so it's cold.
It's very quite cool.
Yeah.
In different parts of this house, I get a little dizzy, I get just a little bit lightheaded.
Just feel I'm looking up all the time. I want to go up.
Okay.
For some reason. I don't know why, I just feel drawn upstairs.
Okay.
I would like to, at this moment in time, maybe start right at the top, into the bedroom at the top.
Okay.
So if Steve and I could do that, and maybe Johnny, if you want to investigate this area.
Stephen and Ian head upstairs to the attic bedrooms, while Johnny stays on her own in the living room.
My legs feel very weak at this moment. Very strange. Almost like I've got dead legs. What's that?
I saw 2 sparks
Where though?
on the first, on the landing.
Well, that was strange because I kind of heard somebody walking. I actually thought it was coming up the stairs, but the atmosphere in the bedroom feels very unnerving for me. Almost too quiet, and I hate that quietness in a room, and there's no oxygen in the room. It's very stifling as well.
You're about to feel drained.
Yeah.
Feel
Do you feel
worn out, knackered. Really.
Yeah, I am. Did you just hear that? I thought someone was drawing curtains.
I'd like tiptoeing. Isn't that light here?
What's down the hallway?
Another bedroom.
Do you want to go in there?
Yes.
Stephen leaves Ian to investigate the other bedroom.
As I come into the back rooms, it feels quite a bit warmer in here. The average temperature around the building and each room is around about 10 or 7. It's a constant temperature. But the air and the atmosphere is flat, there's no life to it. And it's in the middle of nowhere. There's woods all the way around. It's just so bleak and deserted. It's a very, very eerie place.
Back in the other bedroom, the tense atmosphere is getting to Ian.
I feel really, really bloody nervous. Which is strange for me because I don't normally get that nervous in locations, but for some reason in this area I feel... Why am I whispering? Steve, do you copy over?
Yeah, receive over.
How does that room feel?
It's like lifeless. The house is lifeless. It sort of drains you off.
The house hasn't got a heart, that's what it is. And no matter who lives in it or when or where, they'll never be happy.
Ian decides to join Stephen in the other bedroom.
I just heard the floorboards move and a cold draft. Can you feel this, Ian?
I can feel something in the room with us in here.
Ian, there's something moving on. What's that?
I feel f***ing scared.
Ian, this is Johnny. Do you copy over?
We've got a lot of activity on this landing and it's very unnerving.
It's the calm before the storm, over.
Yeah, this is the first house in a long time for me that I feel like I what's that, Stephen? Would like to kind of leave before anything happens. Just bear with me, Johnny, 2 seconds. What was that?
I don't know.
Did you hear that?
There's something going on.
I think we should go downstairs and just regroup and talk about what's happened so far, really. Would that open? Steve's just walked past me, as close to this wall as he can be. I've just gone to walk forward and I've walked into the wardrobe door. The wardrobe's just opened by itself. Why would that open on its own?
He's trying to cut you off on me. I can't understand what caused it to open, but the only way to get it open is actually turn the lock around and the handle stays shut, so it keeps the door shut.
It was perfectly closed when we came into the bedroom. Like I said, just walking past it swung open on me. It's like something's trying to stop me from going downstairs or trying to separate Steve and I for some reason. And I must admit, I do feel quite nervous up here.
But who or what is trying to make itself known?
Surely someone's following me. Again, I thought I heard footsteps. Behind me. Get a bit jumpy.
As they make their way downstairs, Stephen gets a nasty shock.
It was like a block of energy, a block of something just pushed me into the door. And Ian just caught the back end of it as I was coming back out the door, which is quite worrying, really. If something can do such a thing in this house. I'm really concerned about the family who live here.
And Stephen isn't the only one experiencing unexplained energies.
My shoulders are freezing. It's as if I'm sitting outside. I can't get any warmth from the fire. I just feel, not on my legs, but just my upper body is absolutely frozen.
The building's very cold. The building's very lifeless. What's that?
You hear that? What is that?
That's a bloke's, a man's voice.
What is that?
What the f***? Just nobody move. Shh. Everyone be quiet.
Whatever it is, it's resonating through the walls. Come and listen, Ian.
What the f*** was that?
That was something thrown in the corner. Nobody's moving. There was something thrown in the corner. There's a penny that fell over here. Now, that sounded like it hit the floor, right? There's no wooden floor over here. All this is carpet. This penny fell on the side of the television.
What penny?
The penny that's right here that just fell here. Look.
Hello? Can you make a noise in your house?
The floorboards just cracked, didn't it?
Was it you who threw the penny?
You hear that?
Noise again.
The following day, Johnny returns to the house to meet Julie and her children, Lucy and Daniel, for the first time.
Fine, thank you.
Thank you for having us. How are we?
Okay, thank you.
I would like to start with you. Tell me how you feel about your home.
It dates back over 300 years, the
Okay.
Sparks' family in the home. We've always had a good home here, a family home, until things started to happen.
And when did things start happening for you?
Things started happening in the 90s for me.
Okay.
because I actually vacated the house. I didn't want to live here anymore.
Now, I understand that when you say you vacated, you actually lived in a caravan on your property.
We did.
And how long was that? How long did you actually live in the caravan?
That went on for over 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
Do you feel it's your home?
No, not always.
Okay.
No. I don't feel comfortable as soon as I walk through the front door.
Do you feel threatened in this home?
I felt frightened.
Okay.
I felt frightened and almost as if I shouldn't be here.
I would like to know why something is pushing you out of your family home.
Well, I think this house was all right left as it was, but we done a lot of renovation here, but I'm going back now nearly 20 years ago. But I never felt happy about it. We had things go wrong, their tools broke down. It's a battle to live here.
Whenever you try to renovate the home doesn't want to have it.
Yeah, it's almost as if it doesn't want to be disturbed. And we did disturb it badly.
My first instinct was that we've been bloody cursed. I used to call it the curse of the manor because everything used to go wrong.
It kind of got to the state where we were...
All arguing, weren't we?
We were arguing with each other, shouting, screaming. It would drain you.
Depleted.
It would drain you.
I'm sorry that you've been prisoners in your own home, but we will get to the bottom of it.
Hopefully.
Could the family's renovation work be responsible for the strange happenings in the manor house?
It seems that redecorating a house sometimes causes an increase in paranormal activity. This has been reported. One could hypothesize that it's that a spirit living, existing in that atmosphere doesn't want to see its surroundings changed, and therefore objects in whichever way it can.
Before the team and the family gather for the evening seance, Living with the Dead historian Hallie Rubenhold visits the south coast of Dorset to see what she can unearth about Julie's property and the surrounding area.
The house at Langton Herring lies near to Chesil Beach, an 18-mile-long stretch of pebble shore known for its association with smuggling. Indeed, a number of local families managed to line their pockets through this illicit trade.
Hallie visits the manor house to find out more about Julie's ancestral history.
Many families have come and gone through the area over time, but the Sparks have lived in the same house since 1754, when Isaac Sparks moved here from Dorchester. As a local judge, Isaac would have seen a significant number of smugglers pass through his courtroom.
Smuggling often carried the death penalty. Could the alleged spirits in the house be smugglers back for revenge on Judge Sparks and his ancestors? Coming up, things take a turn for the worse at the manor house.
Look at me.
I ask of you to leave this soul alone! Well done, Stephen. Well done.